Hey there, pharmacy owners. Dr. Lisa Faast here, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about something that I think not enough people are talking about, especially in the pharmacy space, which is the protection of your corporate veil or your corporate protection. Now, I am not a lawyer and I do not play one on TV, but I'm just giving you a couple of tips as a fellow pharmacy owner of actually many businesses. I own many different kinds of businesses and I have them all in entities. The reason you have a business in an entity and not just like a sole proprietorship is being an entity, you're almost kind of creating like its own little person. It is separate from you personally. And so there's some protection there. And I think in healthcare, particularly in pharmacy, it's very, very important that you keep all your corporate protections firmly in place. So you probably have a C Corp, you might have an LLC. I'm not talking about how you're taxed. I'm just talking about your entity, the thing you run your business as. And so in order to keep that protection, you have to actually function as a business. And one of the most kind of basic level business functions is having business meetings. And so many times when I talk to independent pharmacy owners about this, one, they're just clueless because this just isn't an area that, it's not like it's taught in pharmacy school. Or two, they're like, oh yeah, I kind of remember something about that. And I just really haven't been doing that. But one of the things in your bylaws, whenever you create your LLC or your C Corp, you have all those rules in that big book that you got from your lawyer and you just signed it and you said, thanks. One of the things of keeping a business is having formal business meetings. Now, you don't have to have them every day. You don't even have to have them every week. You might have it stated somewhere in your formation rules of how often you should have meetings. But generally speaking, most of the times it's at least once a year. Maybe it's twice a year or once a quarter. So you want to check your own bylaws on what the minimums you set are. But it's important to have business meetings. And one of my members reached out to me last week asking if I had a business meeting template. And we do. And you guys can download it too. So it's not something that just for members. Certainly we have things that are only for our Pharmacy Badass University members, but this is one of those things that I freely offer because everybody needs it. Everybody can use it. It's not like I created it. I'm not a lawyer. And so it's just a formal documentation that the meeting took place. You are operating as a business. Sometimes you have business meetings, I guarantee you, and they're all in your head. If you own your business and you're a person, you have sat there and said, should we sign with this company or should we sign with this company? Should we take out this loan? Should we start this service? Like you have meetings. They're just probably taking place in your head. No, you're not crazy, but we all have those conversations in our head. But in order to keep your corporate veil, as it's called, or your corporate protection, you need to document those meetings. And the fact that they took place in your head is not good enough for legal protection. And so it doesn't have to be fancy. You basically need a date, a time, who was present, what was discussed, what was the decisions, and then you sign. Like it really is not that complicated. Sometimes as pharmacies, because we're in such a legalistic industry, we think that it has to be like a 5-page document or something, but really it doesn't. You can just have a template, put it in a binder, print out a whole bunch of blank ones, and then fill it out each time you go make a decision for your meeting. And that will be your meeting template. So just a little friendly reminder. Again, if you're not sure, go back to your bylaws. If you're not sure, just start having them. They're good to document anyways, makes you operate, I think, a little bit of a higher level. And you can keep that corporate protection in place. Talk to your lawyer if you have any questions. Don't ask me legal questions. I'm not a lawyer, just a fellow business owner, pharmacy owner, trying to help you out. So if you have any other questions about pharmacy profitability, feel free to ask me. That's me. I'm your expert on that. Happy to answer any and all questions. I'm wanting to help all pharmacy owners thrive and be successful. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.